Yes, we are live. Welcome back, my dear friends. This is episode number 99 on Zero Point Healing Show. So I'm crossing my fingers for the number 100 that we are reaching here. But today it's going to be an interesting topic. It's on the topic of procrastination, and this is the first time we are addressing this topic, and we are going to discuss about this beautiful modality of body code and emotion code. I have with me an amazing facilitator to talk on this topic. But before I go on to him, just a short intro about me. I'm Vishnupriya and I am certified in multiple different holistic healing modalities. But before my journey into holistic healing, I have completed my bachelor's in engineering, my master's in engineering as well, and I did an MBA and I was running e-commerce business, and then it was me transitioning into this whole holistic healing world, so to speak. And as I did enter into this, it was like I stepped into a new world, and I never had even heard about whether it is Reiki healing or any of these holistic healing modalities. I didn't even hear the word holistic until then in my life, and it was all of a surprise. It was like, where was this whole world hidden? If at all I knew about all of these healing modalities 10 years, 15 years back, my life would have been totally different. But anyways, I think it did come into my life at the right time, and I started getting certified in different modalities, and every modality opened me to new possibilities. It showed me that so much more is possible for me in my life. And it was through that journey I got to understand how beautiful these holistic healing modalities are. And I also got inspired to create this kind of a platform that I call the zeropointhealing.com, which is a web directory for all different holistic healing modalities. We have so many different holistic healing practitioners who are registered on the directory right now. And one of the things that I absolutely love to do are these interviews. I love talking to so many different practitioners from all around the world, sharing their true love, their true gift with the world. So, this is something that I absolutely enjoy doing, and I hope all of this is reaching out to the perfect people there who are actually looking for these solutions. So, this is what this whole interview is all about. So, if you are a holistic healing practitioner yourself, I invite you to zeropointhealing.com. You can register for free. And if you're interested in this kind of an interview with me, you can contact me for that as well. And if you are a client looking for solutions for whatever different challenge that you're facing in life, whether it is health related, relationship, finance, career, whatever kind of problems, challenges that you're facing in your life, I would like to let you know that there is solution available for you. With this beautiful holistic healing world, it taught me that anything is possible. And truly, anything is possible when you come into this holistic healing world. You can go to zeropointhealing.com, look at so many different practitioners, and see who can help you with your challenge and book a session with them. And these interviews kind of give you a taster of what is possible. All right, so that's it for my introduction speech there. So let's move on to my beautiful guest here. Welcome, Scott. Thank you so much for being with me on my interview today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you found this holistic healing world and how your life changed after that.
Sure. Well, a long story. I could use the whole hour on it, but Vishnupriya will give you the Reader's Digest version. Like you, I was an engineer, a civil engineer, traveling the world, and finally settling in Washington D.C. And I just wasn't happy. There was something missing in my life. I just felt there had to be more, and I just quit my job and drove around the country in my car and visited places and met people and discovered there was my spiritual path. And since then, kept working. I owned a restaurant. I worked in cable television, and I owned a commercial graphics company. And it was just, always had that feeling there's something more. There's something more. I'm not meant to do this. And I got into nonprofit. I just quit all that and volunteered my time and worked in nonprofit. And during that time, discovered what the emotion code. And I was referred to a practitioner, and I tried it out, and it worked really well on me. It helped me have better mental focus and energy, and helped me overcome some of the hurdles to doing this job that I was doing at the time. And so I bought the book online on Amazon, practiced on myself, practiced on my friends, practiced on my wife, practiced on my cat, until I felt I was doing it well. And then the phone started to ring. Hey, you did this thing with your fingers with my friend. Can you do that with me? And the phone started ringing. And there's a group I get together with every year to do goal setting. And we set goals. We get around in a circle and set goals together for the year. And I did sessions on all of them and asked for their feedback. And they said, this is phenomenal. This is the real deal. You are onto something here. So I went ahead, got certified, became an emotion code practitioner for 2 years, and then went on to body code, the more advanced version of it. And I've been doing that. I got certified in that 2 years ago, and left the job. I'm doing this full time now, and I've never felt more fulfilled and satisfied and happy and joyful for what I'm doing in my whole life. I'm on the path, so it's quite wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Yes, and I love those words, the fulfillment, the satisfaction. It's like when we finally end up in this place, that fulfillment finally comes in. And I had that same feeling as well, even though my journey would have been little shorter than your journey there, I believe. Um, Anyways, now let's get into the title, procrastination. So, first of all, what kind of motivation did you actually have into procrastination? Was it something you faced in your life yourself, or maybe you have seen people around you face? And then tell us about body code and how it can help us overcome procrastination.
Sure. Well, procrastination is just putting things off, things that you know you should be doing, and you're not doing it. So, what is that all about? And I learned about that because, as I mentioned, I do a goal setting group. We set goals and then we track it during the year, and we call it Goal Achievement Circle. I've been doing it for over 20 years, and started doing speaking on it actually 20 years ago. And I found that most people set goals, they have their New Year's resolution, they have their list that they do on January 1st. And by the middle of February, what happens? If you've ever been a member of a gym, right after New Year's, the gym is packed, it's full of people, everybody's working out, you have to wait in line. But, those of us who are the regulars know that by the end of February, it's going to be back to normal. All the New Year's resolution people are gone. So what is it about that causes people to know what they want to do, but they don't stick to it, or they put it off? And the body code has found the answer for me for that. And I'm getting much better results with my coaching clients and my body code, emotion code clients, and my goal achievement circle people on that. So we'll start with the body code lists 6 different imbalances that can occur in the body. And those 6 imbalances are the source of anything in your life that doesn't bring you a sense of joy in your life. So if you're not having joy in your life, it can be traced to one or more of these 6 things. One of them is called energy. And that energy area is, one of the area in that energy area is emotions. And there's always an emotional underpinning to procrastination, to putting things off. And it may be related to something in your past, or it may be related to feelings that you're having right now, fears, but we can identify them using this system and clear them. So, and now I'm going to reveal to you right now the one emotion that is always involved in procrastination. There's a list in the emotion code, which is the emotional part of the body code, that lists 60 different emotions that can become trapped in the body. Negative emotions like anger or fear or anxiety, things like that. But there's one of them that every single time, if you're procrastinating in your life, that one comes up. Do you know what that one is, Vishnupriya? Any idea?
I thought you would ask me that. Even, even though I'm aware of a few of the 60 emotions, I'm thinking as you were talking. One thing that came to me was hopelessness.
That's a
I
good
don't,
one. That's not it, but that's a good one.
maybe I'm getting closer there.
Well, you're on the
Procrastination.
right side. It's in column B.
I do not know. Fear, fear of losing or something, but I don't think fear of losing is in there. Abandonment? I'm guessing everything else. Maybe you
Okay.
should reveal it now.
All right. It is creative insecurity. Isn't that
Oh,
interesting?
wow. That's really
So,
interesting.
and most people don't think of that as an emotion. How can creative insecurity be emotion, let alone a negative emotion, let alone a negative emotion that can cause you to procrastinate? Well, here's how. Creative insecurity is about stepping forward into something new in your life, something different. So if you're procrastinating, it's something that you want to be doing that you're not doing now. So you have to take a different action than what you're taking now. If you're going to take a different action in your life than what you're taking now, you have to change internally. Something has to change inside us. We have to be more if we want to become more. If we want to make more money, if we want to have that relationship that we've been dreaming of, if we want to open that business and open our own business, if we want to lose 20 pounds, whatever it is, we have to change somehow internally to that. And change can be uncomfortable. It can be insecure. And so to create something new, we have to clear that creative insecurity to do that. It always comes up every time. If somebody comes to me and says I'm procrastinating, I'll go right there and identify that. So isn't that interesting? Now there are other things that can be involved as well, but creative insecurity is always part uh, of the formula for that.
If I understand the definition to creative insecurity correctly, it is feeling insecure to show my creativity to others or creativity with regards to whatever work that I'm doing. Am I right, or is there a different
Well,
definition?
it's more than that. It's anything that you're creating. Now, it comes up a lot for people who are in the artistic realm. You know, if they have like writer's block or they're just stuck and they're just not going anywhere with their careers or their lives, that can come up in the artistic realm, but it's about creating anything in your life. Um, and I can even read the definition from the body code is in there. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So creative insecurity, feeling unsafe or untrusting the self, untrusting of the self. Isn't that interesting? About the creation or development of anything, including relationships, family, health, money, career, and or artistic endeavors. A feeling of insecurity that arises and blocks the creative process. Uh, for example, her writer's block was definitely caused by creative insecurity. So that's the definition right out of the body code that we use.
Wow, I think it's encompassing so many different aspects than what I thought. So yes, then it makes sense why it is the major block.
Yeah, and then we'll clear that, and then maybe we'll go into the body code and look at the other six imbalances. So maybe there's an acupuncture meridian that has a block that's energetically blocking you from moving on to what's next in your life. We might find that you have a toxicity in your body from mold or parasites, or the big one is electromagnetic radiation. I work so many people with that. If you got a cell phone, you know, you're getting electromagnetic radiation. If you have fluorescent lights, if you're Bluetooth, if you have anything Bluetooth in your house, you know, you need to have that looked at because it's gonna help us live better, more energetic lives. So I do that as well using the body code. So things like that come up, and then there's nutrition and lifestyle is one of the six imbalances. So we can look at your diet, your sleep, your magnetic field around your body, we look at essential oils. Is there essential oil that would be good for you? All kinds of things. It's really, there's just amazing things come up every single time. I worked with a gentleman recently. who had tinnitus in his ears. It was so bad he had to wear headphones all the time, and because the buzzing in his ears was so loud, he had to play music in his ears to drown out the buzzing in his head. And he was unable to go forward in his life, unable to create this business he wanted to create. He gave it all up. It had been 4 years. No doctor had been able to get rid of the tinnitus. Using the body code, we got it from a severity of 10, so as high as it could possibly be, down to a severity of 2 in 5 days by doing that. He was so happy.
Wow.
He was
That's
so happy. He
amazing.
went out with friends and had pizza and got it all, his ears all clogged up again, but then we cleared it out again.
That's so beautiful. So you have already touched a little bit about the emotion code and body code.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little deeper onto how you are finding what is blocking somebody from what it is that they want to achieve, and then as well, how is it being released? What happens in a session, basically.
Okay. Um, so the important thing to know is that I'm not the one who's doing this. I am a channel from a higher power doing this, and I'm very convinced of this right now. And so what I do at the beginning of every session, I give thanks to the higher power, to a divine intelligence in the universe that knows where our imbalances are, knows what's wrong, knows what's standing in the way from us, from the life we have now to a life of more joy and fulfillment. So, so I am convinced of that. So all I do is ask questions, Vishnupriya. That's all I do. I just say, is it in column A or column? I look at the chart and we look at all the different things, and I just, through intuition and through asking questions and what we call muscle testing, I'm able to do that. So, I've got, our 6 areas of imbalance right now, and they're all, this is the phone app version right now, and I know you can't read it, but you can see there's 6 little icons there, and I'll just ask, is it, and I'll do what's called muscle testing, applied kinesiology. I use the technique called the falling log. I hold out my left index finger, I wrap my right hand over my left index finger, and I just push down like that. If I get a yes, or something's true, or something's positive, or coming from a place of love, I'll get a very strong response. If something is false or not coming from a place of love, or the answer is no, it'll just flop right down. So that's how it works. So simple. So somebody comes to me and they're saying, I want to open a business in 2021. That's my big goal. I want to do it. Can you help me? I'll say, well, let's just see if there are any blocks to it. And I'll say, are there any blocks that are in the area of energy? Is it in the area of toxicity? Is it in the area of structural misalignment? Is the area of nutritional lifestyle? And then we'll open up all the areas, and emotions always come up with everybody. We all have emotional issues and emotional things that are standing in the way between us and our joy. So how we clear it is, and we do all this remotely. I mean, with the pandemic and everything going on, the number of clients I have is skyrocketed because people don't want to go somewhere for a hearing. They want healing. They want to do it remotely, and I've been doing that for years, so I'm very comfortable with that. And the word gets out, and people come in. So once we're connected, we connect energetically, and I use a magnet. So this is my magnet I use right there, and it's mounted on an amethyst, and I started using it because I liked how it looked and how it felt, but I found out that amethyst also has a good resonance with the crown chakra. And when you pass a magnet over your top of your head 3 times over the governing meridian, whatever you're intending to clear in terms of energy of trapped emotion or imbalance or misalignment will clear away using the magnet and the energy. And something about the amethyst also just helps with the process or the connection to your divine. So in a nutshell, that's how it works. And you learn more about it when things go along. So I'd be happy to. But the best way really is to show you how it works rather than talk about it. So
Sure.
if
I'm
you want to have a little session with me, we can show people how it works. Are you up for it?
sure. Yes, let's do it.
All right.
I'm always the guinea pig here, and I love to be
Okay.
that.
Okay, so we're talking about procrastination. So you don't have to share exactly what it is, Vishnupriya, but is there anything for the upcoming year that would be a real something that you would like to create that is not manifested now? You want to manifest something new for next year that would be really exciting, would bring you to a state of joy and happiness if that happened.
Sure. I was thinking about, 2021, what is it that I want to kind of achieve? And for
Mhm.
a very, very long time, since I think 2000, at least 5, 6 years back, I had always started the year stating, this year I'm going to make $1 million.
Oh,
For
million
some
dollars.
reason,
All
from
right.
a very young age, I have this $1 million dream, so to speak. But this year, I have kind of thought about, okay, I want to make that by reaching 1 million people. So my focus has kind of changed a little bit from the money side of things into people side of things, which is, of course, with all of these beautiful videos that I'm doing in my personal business and in here as well, it's easy for me to kind of reach. Doesn't matter whether my personal service or is it even this is kind of a service that I'm offering. So at the end of the day, reaching 1 million audience has become my new target goal, but it looks like, how do I do that?
Well,
So
it's only $1 a person and you make $1 million. There you go.
yes. So at the end of the day, I think the goal statement here is reaching million audience with my service, whatever type of service it is.
Okay, so we're going to connect up with you right now. So I have your permission, obviously, to connect energetically with you. It's always, I'll never work on anybody without their permission. So it's very important to know. And so now, am I Vishnupriya? Yeah, Vishnupriya. Yes, I am. And is this a good time for a session? And are we both testable? We are. Okay. And so I'm just going to take a quick moment and thank God, thank our higher power for the opportunity to heal and to grow and to share what we're doing and make a difference in the world. And we ask for help today to clear any blocks or misalignments that can occur. So let's integrate those thoughts with a moment of silence. And we call upon Vishnupriya's angels to join us today and assist and guide us as we go along. So we're looking at the goal to make impact the lives of 1 million people. I like that phrase. Impact the lives of 1 million people. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, is there anything standing in the way of that that would be a block to that happening in our life? And the answer is yes. So we go to the 6 imbalances, and the one that came up is actually misalignment, structural misalignment. It's not not in the emotion area; it's in the misalignment area, and a meridian comes up. So there's 6 kinds of misalignments. A meridian misalignment comes up for you, and their main meridians, extraordinary meridians. So it's an extraordinary meridian with you, left side, right side, and it's conception, governing, penetrating girdle. So it's called the girdle meridian. So this is that feeds chi around your waist area, feeding chi and energy to that part of your body. And is there an underlying? So we could just wave the magnet right now and clear it, but what's underneath that? Because if we just clear it, it'll come back again. So we need to clear the underlying cause. So we go back to the beginning of the body code, the 6 basic misalignments, and we look at left side, right side. Now energy is coming up, and now emotional energy is coming up, and now trapped emotions are coming up, and it's common trapped emotions. So now we're in the realm of common trapped emotions. In the interest of time, we're going to go right into creative insecurity and just see, do you have a trapped emotion of creative insecurity that is somehow affecting the chi in this part of your body that's blocking you from impacting the lives of 1 million people? And yes, you do have a trapped emotion of creative insecurity. Is there anything we need to learn about it? How old you are when you entrapped this? No, there's not. So I'm going to take the magnet now, and you could do it or I could do it. I'm going to just wave it 3 times over the governing acupuncture meridian, and we've set the intention. Now we ask, has this trapped emotion been cleared? Yes. Any further action required with it? No. Now, are there any other creative insecurities? Because you can have trapped emotions form in different times, different incidents of your life. Do you have any other creative insecurities? No. Now, do you have any absorbed creative insecurity? You do. You have a creative insecurity you've absorbed from others. So we need to clear that too. How many? 1, 2, 1. There's one of those. And I'm going to do 5 swipes of the magnet to clear absorbed creative insecurity, energy you picked up from others. Okay. Now, do you have any inherited creative insecurity? Yes, you do. So you have creative insecurity you've inherited from your mother? No, from your father. You inherited it from your father. So now we're going to do 10 more swipes. An inherited energy takes 10 swipes of the magnet to clear. I don't know how many I'm at, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Okay, and has inherited creative insecurity been cleared? Yes. How about shared creative insecurity? No. You don't have any of those. Do you have any creative insecurities that are part of a compound? No. Do you have any prenatal or preconception from past life? No, you don't. Okay, so we cleared all that. Are there any other emotional trapped emotions that we need to clear so you can open up the channels to receive the bliss of impacting the lives of a million people? Yes. So we'll do one more. Column A, column B, even or odd, row 2, row 4, row 6. Row 6, column B on the chart, pride, shame, shock, unworthy, worthless. So worthless comes up. So there's something underneath you that there's a sense of self-worth that maybe I'm not good enough to do this. And it's just a feeling, it's just energy. That's all it is, not based on anything that we need to concern ourselves with. So we just do 3 swipes of the magnet and clear it. And there you go. So there's worthless. Now, I'm just going to ask, is there anything else contributing to the misalignment in the girdle meridian that came up? And the answer is no. So we got enough. That creative insecurity was enough to clear away any underlying causes. So I'm not going to leave that. So we're going to clear that. So now is my girdle meridian now aligned, and we call it happy. Yeah, it's happy. Okay. So that's good. So you're all set. So there's a little mini session for you to open up the channel to impact the lives of a million people in 2021. How about that?
Wow. Wow, that took just 8 minutes. And you're so quick. You are amazing. I was like just looking at you, I was like, wow, how quickly are you doing that? Of course, I've had sessions with multiple practitioners here, so I'm amazed. Thank you so much. That was the first time I think we got to the whatever meridian it was in the stomach. So that was the first time and getting there. And
Okay.
of
Yeah.
course, creative insecurity, I think the whole creativity kind of comes from our solar plexus or the sacral, I believe,
Yes.
somewhere
Yeah.
related to there. So it all makes sense to me. So,
Yes.
wow, thank you so much. So, my dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed that. And do you want to kind of sum up telling us what different sessions do you offer, how long the sessions are, do you do it online, and all of that?
Yeah, I do 25 and 45-minute sessions, and you can go on my website. Uh, it's called balanceharmonyjoy.com, balanceharmonyjoy.com, and you can book a session with me, and you can use the coupon code 0 Point, get 10% off for being there today. And I do sessions by regular phone or by Zoom or by FaceTime or Skype or any way you want to do it. I can handle it. Because
Yes.
everybody has their own preferences on that. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I do packages of 5 too, and the coupon code is good if you want to buy a package of 5 25-minute sessions as well.
Sure. Thank you so much. And that was beautiful. And if you would like, my dear viewers, there is also his link that we have posted right below the video. You can just
Right.
click on that link. You can send him an email, contact him, talk to him about what kind of issues, challenges that you're facing, and see if he can help you. And then, as well, move on to booking a session with him. As he mentioned, you can use 0 Point as a coupon code while you're talking to him as well. You can let him know that you found him from 0 Point, and he'll give you that beautiful 10% off discount coupon for you. All right, so that's all from us today. So I hope you really enjoyed as much as I enjoyed this beautiful conversation here. And thank you all for your support. If you would like watching more of such interviews, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also share this video if you know of anybody whom you think this video would be a contribution to them. Please do share. And thank you so much for your support. I'm going to see you on my next show. Scott, do you want to sum up any statement?
No, just blessings to everybody for finding this site and for being open to the possibility that there's a wonderful way to find joy in your life. You know, it's there. It's there for you. Just reach out. Don't procrastinate. Do it now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was a superb conversation. Thank you so much, my
All
dear
right.
viewers. I'm going to see you in my next show. Bye bye for now.
Blessings.
Thank you.